Yeah. All right, Gage, get us going.
Week 9, right?
Yes.
Week 9, everybody. Is it valid we can start?
Wait, you gotta announce yourself. What's your name?
You said Gage.
Yeah.
Okay, Gage Gwynn, hey.
Okay, and I'm Ricky Rod.
You guys should know me by now.
Welcome to the podcast, Throwing Bombs.
Woo!
Woo! Ric Flair. Woo!
We're all wild and crazy after our teams keep sucking every week. Woo! Isn't it great to be a mediocre NFL fan?
Well, it is week 9. Okay.
I like how you said that.
And
week 9?
It's week 9, and we're starting to see a picture now. We're starting to see the good teams separate, right? We're starting to see the bad teams separate.
We're seeing a couple teams that are still confused and can still make it.
Yes, and it's the picture.
Very few.
The picture. We keep on saying this, at the end of November. Well, we're about to hit middle of November, so there was some interesting stuff. But let's talk about the Green Bay Packers. Okay. 2 weeks in a row, they've had a player screw up, and then they release them.
Ty Montgomery and the
Whitehead, who open slapped. I saw the replay about 3 times because they questioned it. Every Mike Pereira, Fox, the old referee, right?
Yeah.
He questioned the ejection, and I don't think the kid should have been ejected from the game. Period.
Right.
That was not
just like an unsportsmanlike call, right?
Do you know how many times I've seen Sue stomp people?
And then not get ejected,
and nothing,
but get suspended afterwards.
Yes, but he has stepped on. He would step on his mom on a football field. Okay, I have seen some dirty plays.
Oh, I know.
Right, and that was like on a scale of 1 to 10. That was a 2.5 of dirty. That was really. I'm not going to even commit to really punching you. So I'm just going to
open slap you.
I was like, what the crap? So we might as well talk about that game. The NFL hyped the Packers and the Patriots like crazy. They brought in Michael Jordan to hype the game, right?
Let's be fair. 2 legendary QBs head-to-head.
With directions, with the teams heading. Aaron Rodgers has 0 support on that team.
It's like...
It's embarrassing.
The Seahawks and the Packers are the exact same.
It's embarrassing.
Like, they have no supporting cast. It's just a quarterback running for his life.
You have arguably the most talented quarterback in the league.
Yep.
And you cannot win. That is embarrassing. I think the GM needs to look at what he's doing. I think the coach needs to look at what he's doing.
Mike McCarthy will be done.
Yes, but it's okay. This has been a theme we've always said. Organizations think they're too big for their britches, okay? Mm-hmm. Buffalo Bills. Nathan Peterman.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay, Nathan Peterman did one good thing last week. He actually started a game and finished the game.
Dude.
They did not pull him because they did not have anybody else to replace him with.
I found some stats on that, actually. Do you know he is statistically the worst quarterback in NFL history to throw 130 passes?
I believe it. It was awful.
But his QBR in history
Excuse me if I'm crunching ice.
His QBR is like 30.
Yeah.
And everyone else's is like a career of like 40 or higher. 10 points below everybody else.
Yeah, and it's not helping the collusion case with Kaepernick right now. Because they're pointing to him going... Hey, this is the worst quarterback in history, and
why
Kaepernick
are we playing him?
Well, Tyrod Taylor could help that team. So, okay, hey, and I'm not comparing the Bills and the Packers. I'm just saying people within organizations think they're a little too smart for their britches. And when you have a talent like Aaron Rodgers and your team is not winning, that tells you how much a team sport football really is. Mm-hmm. Okay, it's very much a team sport, but really what separates the cream of the crop is you've got talent mixed with coaching. And I'm about to say something positive about Bill Belichick. It hurts my soul to say this. I'm crying inside. Okay? Because I give 95% of his success to Tom Brady. Okay?
Yeah.
Until you see him play the Packers. They schooled him in that fourth quarter. They changed it up in the second half. The Packers, granted, schemed them well defensively. I thought they schemed them well. What do the Patriots do? They adjust, and then they throw it on you, right? And I've seen them do this to the Dolphins every year. So don't feel bad, Packers fans. But that you're playing arguably the best quarterback ever, and with the best coach. But back to say about Belichick. Okay, he has built something where he allows that team to morph into any style of football they need to be.
Oh, yeah.
If they need to ground and pound in the second half, what do they go do? They get a wide receiver, kick returner, Cordero Patterson, and they make him the running back.
Dude, he's like...
And then he's like pounding through them. This is a wide receiver playing a position he is not used to playing.
It kind of looks like... whenever the Ravens got Ty Montgomery last week, it reminded me of like they saw Cordell Patterson looking at him like, hey, he was a wide receiver and
I can't think of another team maybe other than the Saints that would even try doing crap like that.
Well, because that quarterback,
but the Patriots, that's just a good example of open-mindedness with their offense and what they're able to do as a team. I'm not kissing their butt. I hate them. I don't want them to succeed, but listen, watch them play the Steelers and watch them get out coached. It always looks the same way, right? So, but forget about that. I'm not saying another positive thing about the Patriots because you know why? Because the NFL hyped up that game. They had Michael Jordan doing ads, all this stuff, these legends, yada, yada, yada. You know what the best game was that day? It was the Saints.
Oh, my.
And the Rams.
Let me just go ahead.
That turned out to be as good as I thought, times 2, times 3.
Let's just go ahead and shout out John Bachelon. I told him because I was playing like COD with him last night, and he was like, "Hey,
the
man,
new COD? You playing the new one?
Oh yeah.
Oh nice. Are you playing the BR, the Battle Royale too? Yeah, it's good. Okay, sorry.
Anyway, sorry. We need like a podcast for.
Yeah, I know.
For video
we
games.
can talk about games forever. Okay,
but no, John was like, "You gonna shout out my Saints, dude?" I mean, they did,
Okay, well, we're gonna talk about the Saints right now because old boy Breeze goes out there and just he scored 3 touchdowns in the first half, I think.
Oh yeah,
their game plan. You know how they took Gurley out of the game? Mm-hmm. They just wanted to run up the score, and that's how you take Todd Gurley out of a game.
Yeah. Period.
That's it. The Rams had to commit to throwing the ball, which Goff did very well.
Yeah.
He made one mistake. That I think it was a linebacker for the Saints, the long blonde-haired guy.
Yeah.
That he made an incredible play. He really did. That defense. I can see them starting to get better. The Rams are good. Okay, the Rams are good. They schemed well. They played well. Okay, they just got behind and. At home with the Saints, you're just not going to catch up to the Saints. I think the Saints right now are the best team in football. Yes, and you're going to listen to my second favorite team right now.
The Chiefs?
Yeah. I'm going to say the Chiefs, but you're going to have to put a little asterisk beside them and put the Chargers.
Dude, I know.
I am shocked by even saying that because I hate the Chargers.
Actually, I would rank it. Saints and Chiefs are like 1-1.
We're not even considering the Patriots, but I'm. It's almost like the Patriots are a given. Whoever's going to play the Patriots in the AFC Championship game,
dude. I was about to say
that's what we need to discuss it.
Where we saw the Saints and the Rams play, that was the NFC Championship game. We saw the Chiefs and Patriots play the AFC Championship game a few weeks ago.
Yeah,
and the Chiefs are getting better.
Yeah, the Chiefs are getting better. Mahomes threw another 3 touchdowns.
He has the best statistical complete game in 68 years.
He's breaking... Well, somebody said something interesting this week. I was listening to a caller called in on Sirius Satellite Radio.
Yeah.
And he said something, and I went and researched it, and he was right. The Chiefs have never been a big drafting... They've never drafted a quarterback really high.
No.
Right? Like, they've always been a team that went out and got Joe Montana. They went out and got Gerbach. They never really ever went out and just developed a young guy.
The last good quarterback that the Chiefs had was Trent Green. Remember him?
Yeah. Oh, I remember. He went to the Dolphins and we got him. Hopefully, he was going to save our season. He did awful. He got hurt, I think, like early on. So
that's like the old
which sucked.
days.
Well, he got replaced by he was replaced by Kurt Warner, I think, at the Rams, and then he went to the Chiefs, and then went from the Chiefs to the Dolphins.
Yep.
I think that's how he ended up with us. But regardless, the Chiefs, they sort of took I don't think they took a chance with Mahomes. I mean, they had Alex Smith. They had a backup plan if Mahomes was going to work out. I think they knew last year what they had, right?
And they decided to go with it.
Yeah, they decided to go with it. And it's what we're, and it makes me as a fan, right? Mm-hmm. I'm looking at the Chiefs' success, and I'm thinking, well, why can't the Dolphins just go get Sam Darnold or whoever?
Yeah.
Well, look at the Jets. The Jets go out, get Sam Darnold, and the kid is struggling. He throws 4 picks Sunday, and they were not like
questionable picks. Either.
No, they were
ugly,
really ugly, and they could have won that game.
Oh yeah,
they could have beat the Dolphins. Granted, the Dolphins did great with the turnovers,
I mean,
but I've never seen such a dejected coach after a win as I've seen Adam Gase. Like, Adam Gase on Monday looked like he ate 14 lemons. Like, they're like, Coach, why do you look so upset? Well, I'm not really happy. And he should not be happy. The team,
to get 4 turnovers and only win by 7 is
worrying. It's a miracle that the Fins are 5-4. But they're going to end the season 8-8 or 9-7. That's
Jeff Fisher syndrome.
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. And that's why, as a fan, right, I'm thinking, man, the Chiefs got Mahomes. Mm-hmm. Why can't the Dolphins go get that? Well, as a fan, I'm just thinking, you just go draft somebody and you're good to go. Well, this is the chances. The chances are so low for you to find the next Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, I know.
It's just so low. Because what happens is you end up with an Andy Dalton and you end up with a Ryan Tannehill. Now, and both are similar. Andy Dalton, I think, is better than Tannehill.
Oh, yeah.
But barely. Like, they're both not quite top 10 quarterbacks. They're both not killers, not like a Ben Roethlisberger or not like a Flacco in his heyday when he would just kill you in the fourth quarter.
I think Andy Dalton's more consistent.
Oh, absolutely.
That's the one thing he has.
He has proven to be a better professional quarterback than Ryan Tannehill. But neither one of them are gonna be a top 10.
No.
Right?
Right.
So that's the problem. You as a fan and as an organization, you're watching your organization commit to a kid for 5 to 8 years, hoping and praying, oh my God, this year we can win a playoff game, right?
Yep.
Well, I saw the Colts struggle with Peyton Manning. Manning, that was his knock. He couldn't win a playoff game. And then he started winning and winning and winning. Obviously had a stellar career. Like, I just don't know if Dalton's ever going to do that. And right now, I'm pretty sure Tannehill's not.
Well, this reminds me of, like, you said, taking a chance on quarterbacks and such. The whole Jameis Winston debacle.
Fiasco. It is. Yeah. That's another good example.
So I've heard that they might bench him the rest of the season to avoid giving him his 5th-year option.
Because, he's done.
Because if they play him and he gets injured, he gets paid that 5th year. Then they have to do the 6-year option.
See, outside looking in, I'm not a fan of the Bucs, but as outside looking in, if I'm that organization, I would get what I can for Jameis. I'd just let him go. Do whatever you got to do. You got Fitz. Get Fitzmagic in there and then find you a young kid to develop. Mm-hmm. If it's a 3rd rounder, 2nd rounder, whatever, find somebody, because if you're telling me you can't scheme that team to at least 8 or 9 wins with Fitzmagic.
I know who would be really good in that team, though.
Who?
The dude from State, Ryan Finley.
Oh, yeah. We'll talk about college quarterbacks.
He's not going to be he'll be a top pick, but he won't be like a number one.
There's, and that's going back as a fan, rookie quarterbacks, you always dream, all right, why can't my team just go get a such and such? Why can't we get this guy? Well, the likelihood of them turning out legendary is so low. The Patriots got
millions.
lucky with Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Lucky, like complete luck. Now, they said when he joined the team, he was cocky. He told Bob Kraft,
unabashed
I'm going to be the best
himself.
draft pick you ever made. Well, you know what? He was on the practice squad that year.
Yeah.
Okay. And they were just hoping they could slide him in. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And no other team went and got him.
Then Bledsoe got knocked out.
Yeah, and then the rest is history. But they didn't know what they had.
Right.
You know, and so that's the opposite of your first round pick.
Right.
Okay. So and Mahomes, granted, I said, okay, let's give him a few weeks, watch defense adjust, right?
They can adjust.
No, because he's doing
he
Brett
has
Favre.
a laser arm.
He's doing Brett Favre kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You know, he's breaking things, and it's great. It's great to watch, and good for him. Anyway, all that to say, not every quarterback's going to end up like Mahomes, and you're not going to get a Tom Brady. You literally got to pray for that quarterback, man.
You know who reminds me of Mahomes? Like when they first came in the league. One, it's not as comparable as the next one, but one is Cam Newton.
Yeah,
because they were like, "What do we do?"
Well,
but he was on a wider scale, so people kind of knew who he was, you know.
Yeah.
But then you look at the person I'm going to say, and people hate him now. Colin Kaepernick.
Oh yeah,
when he came out, no one knew what he was doing.
The years he had success with the 49ers. Remember that playoff game against the Packers where he ran for
200
and
something
threw
yards, right?
for like some crazy stupid number.
Yeah, he had like 500 combined yards or something stupid.
He was incredible. And there, you know, that again, you know, they were running some college concepts, and you know, that was Harbaugh. Harbaugh is an excellent motivator. You know, so, and he's proven that. So, but I think, you know, like Cam's a good example. Cam's been accused of freelancing, right? That's one of his knocks. You know, he's like a freelancer, blah, blah, blah. Then you got North Turner, which is like a legendary offensive coordinator in the league, right? You got one of the oldest coordinators in the league with this hotshot quarterback. And you know what? They got a running game. They are aggressive. And Cam has not thrown a pick in like 3 or 4 games.
Oh, I know.
You know, so
that just takes the right person for Cam Newton to really come to his own again.
You know, talking about great games is going to be that Saints and Panthers game because they're built so differently. Yeah. And it's going to be interesting to see how that game goes. But, you know, going back to quarterbacks, see, Cam, this is why I'm a fan of Cam. I mean, they've lost 2 games this season. You know, I would die as a Dolphins fan to be in that position, to be competitive against the Patriots. That's all I want. It's like to put up a fight, right? But you know what? There's just not like, and you were watching the Bills struggle. The Bills are in the basement. The Jets are done. They're talking about firing that coach. Okay, who I like, by the way. Yeah, but they're talking. Todd Bowles is on his way out because of how ugly the game was Sunday. And then you got murmurs coming around about Adam Gase, but I don't believe it because I don't think they're going to hit the reset button, but you know they're thinking about it, and it's really all because of how dominant the Patriots are. Yeah, you know, and then
it's a testament to like looking at your division and going, okay, they've had success for like 14 freaking years. We can't even hold a quarterback that won't get hurt for, you know, like with Tannehill. I mean, we drafted Tannehill. He started doing good. Hurt. Comes back. Mediocre. Hurt again. Mediocre. Hurt again.
This is it. This
is like, they're like, oh, okay. And then like the Bills, they are just so confused in what they're doing. They're like, oh, maybe we shouldn't use the quarterback that everyone likes. Maybe we should get someone else.
I mean, if I were a Bills fan, I would be very not happy. I mean, I don't know if I've ever told you this. I used to have the Sunday ticket, okay? I used to get the Sunday ticket every year. It was a couple $100. It was always like a Christmas gift to myself. Right. And I was like, you know what? This will be like my birthday or my Christmas gift. I just, you know, and I can't remember what year did me in. It was one of the early Philbin years. Like Joe Philbin, they got Joe Philbin who was supposed to save our offense, and they got Tannehill. And it was one of those seasons that it did me in. I was done spending my money
to watch the team lose.
For watching what they were putting on the field. I got really upset. And it wasn't like I got angry at a video game. It wasn't like I went nuts. I woke up one day and I was just like, my investment into the team that continually is mediocre is over.
Mm-hmm.
It is over. It's done. I'm not investing. At the time, my son loved the jerseys, and here I am thinking, man, these Landry jerseys are really expensive, and he's not even going to be on the team. I was like, you got to be careful. Let him get his first big contract with the team before we decide to buy the jersey. But as a fan, very frustrating to watch. So there's ways to watch whatever you want on the internet for free if you look. Reddit, NFL streams. I didn't say that, but I did say that. If you want to watch free football, Google. But as a fan, I was like, I've had enough. And that was one of the main reasons. So, but it's tough, man. The teams that are struggling, it stinks. It stinks, and the ones that are struggling even worse right now. So, what you want to see though, what you want to see at the end of November and December, you want to see Sam Darnold to improve.
Yep.
You want to see Josh Rosen improve.
Yep.
Right. You want to see the young guys improve. Like that's really what, because I hate to say that Sam Darnold, like if he does not improve, they're going to bring in another coach next year. I think this is it for Todd Bowles. And if he doesn't improve next year, guess what? They're going to start over again, and the Jets fans are going to be like, "Really? Are we going to do this again?" So that's the risk. You get. I don't know, man. But hey, you want to talk about some picks?
Let's just talk about scores.
Let's talk about the scores, and all the games were good. It was great.
That's
another good week.
Let's start out with that Thursday night game. A dude, Nick Mullen, I think is his name, Mullins, or the San Francisco quarterback.
Yeah, I did not see that happening.
Did you realize
they put a 30 burger on him?
He wasn't even verified on Twitter before the game.
He is now.
He got verified mid-game. They're like, "Whoa!"
I was I wikied him,
and he's getting started this week, or he's getting the start this week over CJ.
Oh yeah, he should.
So
he should. He was he was accurate, and he was making good decisions.
He showed confidence.
Yeah, it was good. Of course, he would. They were playing the Raiders.
Yeah,
right?
But still,
the Raiders.
All right. Oh God. Next, my mediocre Ravens. Playing another mediocre game.
Well, okay. So that's a coach that's on the hot seat now, and a quarterback that's on the hot seat as well. Both. They're sort of conjoined.
Flacco is not playing terrible. He's not.
Just not playing good enough.
He's playing average.
Yeah.
The problem is we don't have a run game. We don't. Our backs are averaging like 3 yards a carry this year.
It's
combined.
Rough, man.
3 yards.
So
Flacco's having to throw himself out of a hole every time.
Okay, so let's talk about what do you want to see happen? Do you want to see Harbaugh gone? Do you want to see Jackson take over?
No.
That's a rumor. They're saying Jackson's going to take over.
He's not developed yet enough.
I agree.
I think if you give this another year to develop, you
like you're saying, keep Joe Flacco, and let Jackson
Harbaugh
develop.
Keep Flacco and Harbaugh, or just keep Flacco. Let Jackson keep learning and develop and learning the offense. If you decide to fire Harbaugh, at least keep Flacco.
I'm telling you, Harbaugh will have a job in 30 seconds.
I know he will.
Yeah, because he's great. Yeah. I like him.
Here's the thing.
He's a little crazy. He's like, the thing I like about him, he seems like squeaky clean and square, but when you hear him talk, you can see a little bit of the crazy. You can see his brother.
Harbaugh more.
Because his brother's nuts.
Yeah, he's like the more reserved one.
Yeah, but his brother's cuckoo. Like, he's crazy, man.
Oh, I know.
Crazy.
But what I would like to see is if they decide to fire Harbaugh, at least give Flacco one more year so Lamar can learn the offense behind him with the new head coach. That way, when Flacco's out, Lamar already has a grasp of the offense.
Yeah.
Because if you just throw a head coach on this guy, he's never started, he's gonna struggle.
I don't think I would freak out about the Ravens yet. I think in December, I think you should start worrying.
We got the bye week.
Yeah.
But, dude, we have to win 7 in a row.
Well, that I don't count that against them. I think they can do it. I think
we have to win 5 in a row to actually be in the playoffs. Pretty much to be 9-7. We'd have to win 5 of the next 7 games.
Yeah, and the Steelers are surging too.
The
James
Steelers
Conner's James Conner has had a heck of a year. For
Meanwhile,
the Steelers.
Le'Veon Bell's like, goodbye, Miami.
well, he's, we have said this before. I support him. I think he needs to get his money. He should be 20 mil a year.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And I don't, people are like, well, James Conner has made him irrelevant. No,
that is a lie.
James Conner has not done that. James Conner's had a career year. He's breaking records. They're saying their offense is actually better than when Bell's been with them the last 5 years. So that's great for Conner. It doesn't matter. Bell's not going to be on that team.
Well, here's the thing.
He doesn't want to be.
People actually are saying that they're kind of doubting Le'Veon a little bit because of the fact that James Conner has come in and just destroyed. They're like, well, is Le'Veon a product of the system?
Well, apparently
that's not true.
Connor, I didn't watch him in college. They said in college before he got sick, right? He had cancer.
Yeah, he did.
Okay, he was incredible in college.
Monster,
got sick. So they're saying he's playing like when he was playing before he got sick.
Yeah.
So he, good for him. I'm glad he's doing great. I think Le'Veon Bell is happy for him. Bell is not going to be on that team.
Le'Veon like texts him like every week and sends encouragement and stuff. So
I don't. Bell needs to get. He's going to get his 20 mil a year. He's probably going to get it with like the Cardinals or somebody like that. So
the Cardinals. What are you going to do about David Johnson?
I think David Johnson's done.
That sucks, dude.
Yep. All right. Well, he got paid a little bit a while back, so.
Yeah, but man, he's such a good talent, and
I know.
The coach is like, how do I use him?
Well, that's another thing. Coaching changes,
Apparently, Bruce Arians, by the way, I think he's considering the Browns.
Yeah, he's not going to do that.
Yeah, I know, but imagine the actual good head coach going to the Browns.
Oh, he would do great with Baker Mayfield.
I know he would.
He'd do fantastic. He'd develop Ben Roethlisberger.
Reminder with Carson Palmer, what happened there.
Bruce Arians is nuts, too, and I like that. He's good nuts. He's nuts. Mm-hmm. All right, what's next?
All right. R.I.P. my Ravens. Bears destroying the Bills. Nathan picked Sixerman.
We talked about that. Yep. He actually finished the game. Good for them. Good for the Bears. Bears are trending correctly.
5-3. Well, they keep winning and dropping, but
they're still better than what they were last year. Trubisky's
he's okay. He's not top 20 yet, but
no. Yeah. Good for them.
Yeah. We talked about the Chiefs just destroying the Browns.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, sorry Browns fans, whoever you are.
Greg Williams, the
lone survivor,
Mr. Bountygate, has a job. Think about that.
And his defense is getting shredded constantly. Yeah. So think about that.
Well, if I remember watching that game, they just threw screen after screen after screen after screen, and they couldn't stop the screen.
Oh, I know.
So I'm wondering if they're working on that this week.
Probably. We talked about the Jets and Dolphins. Vikings beating the Lions. I mean, were you surprised?
That was a completely... the Vikings defense finally showed up.
Finally.
They haven't played all year. And they had a heck of a game. Yeah. And then the Matt Patricia fired the special teams coordinator and was like straight up cold about it. He was just like, had to happen.
Oh, okay. For a second, I was like, Jim Bob Cooter got fired?
No. Jim Bob Cooter is attached to the quarterback there. Like they are Siamese twins, those guys. Like he's not going to touch that.
All right, next game. The Texans edging the Broncos. Honestly, I'm going to be straight honest with you. I forgot this was a game.
It was an ugly game.
I forgot about this game.
but it goes to say that that's another coach on the hot seat, right, with the Broncos. And then you got the Texans trending the correct way.
Yep.
Another
game. Redskins dropping an ugly one to the Falcons. Did you expect that? I did not.
They had... Okay, apparently they lost 3 O-line guys.
In the same game?
In the same game.
Oh my
Or
gosh.
they already had like Trent Williams out. And then...
Okay,
and
well,
then,
when you have your cornerstone out, everything's
from what I was
start
watching,
falling.
Vic Beasley was basically in the backfield every play.
Yep.
And I think Adrian Peterson had 17 total rushing yards for the game. So you're just not going to win a game like that. And they're going through injuries. It sucks. That division, though, it's still wide open.
I'm confused.
It's still wide open.
Not just for the
And
Redskins.
you know who's going to step in?
The Eagles.
The Eagles. If they ain't careful.
Uh-huh.
They're going to come
What have
back.
I been telling you this entire time?
No!
Yes, I have.
Yeah, you have. I know.
Come on now.
I know. But anyway,
Since
go
week
ahead.
2.
Yeah, that game, it sucked. Okay, go ahead.
And also, the Falcons I think they've won 2 in a row.
Yeah, they have.
After dropping like 4 straight.
Well, that's another coach that would be fired, by the way.
If they had kept
Did
dropping
you see the
games,
touchdown Julio Jones got, finally? Like, it was like a screen.
It took him like 15 years.
A wide receiver screen. I'm like, really, Julio? But he got it. He had to fight for it. It's like every defensive back in the league is like, no, Julio, you can't score.
Well, yeah, because like, what is his name? Ridley.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, oh, let's go guard Julio, and Ridley's like, okay, I'll catch all the red zone touchdowns.
He's killing it.
He has like 10 touchdowns, and Leo has 2.
That's a shame. All right, go ahead.
The Chargers beating the Seahawks. I mean, I'm not surprised because the Seahawks.
I was surprised.
I was not surprised, honestly.
Well, it came down to the last play of the game.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson did what he does, threw a wide open pass. The pass got tipped, but it got to the hands of the wide receiver.
Yep.
And the dude dropped the pass.
Like I said, I'm not surprised because that team is Russell Wilson.
No, Gage. This is what needs to happen. I am now the owner of the Dolphins. A Cuban owns the Dolphins.
Okay.
And the Cuban calls Pete Carroll and says, listen, we're going to give you 2 first-round picks next year and that year after.
Golly,
you're going to give me yourself, and you're going to give me Russell Wilson. And you're going to come over here, and you're going to coach my team. You're going to run my team. You're going to be the CEO. You're going to be the GM. And I want Russell down here hanging out with the hot Cuban chicks.
Can a coach trade himself?
No.
Actually, yeah,
Yes,
that did
basically.
happen.
But they're back in the day, dude. They say back in the day, like you could give ownership to a coach just for them to come coach your team.
Yeah.
Right? I would just tell Pete, listen, you're on the West Coast. You're Mr. West Coast old man. Come over here. Bring the West Coast attitude to the Dolphins. Okay?
Yeah.
Come over here. Let Russell play the best quarterback in the history of football twice a year. That's what I would do.
Fair.
Okay?
All right, next. And by the way, Phillip Rivers.
He killed it.
I mean,
their kicker sucks.
Josh Lambo, I think is his name. Or
no, it was. He used to kick for the Dolphins. I can't remember his name. He's been around a couple of times. I think he kicked for the Gators. I think, but
Gotcha.
he's out. He got released, by the way.
Surprise.
Yeah, he got released.
We talked about the Saints and the Rams.
Great game.
Talked about the Pats and the Packers. And then there's the Titans and the Cowboys.
That was actually a good game.
Mariota is
Good
trying
matchup.
to prove that he is worth it.
Well, okay. First of all, I like Mariota. I want him to have a season where he has more touchdowns than interceptions.
I want to have a season where he's protected.
Yeah, I would like to see that. And I
Where you
would
feel his hand.
But I like Vrabel, man. I like their coach, Mike Vrabel,
I
and
do
you can
too.
tell that team likes him.
Yeah.
So good for them. Good for them.
Hey, it's cool.
They're going to be fighting for a bottom spot, in the playoffs.
They're going to be... Well, actually... Who's it? Oh, wait. The Texans are first place in the division by one game, though.
Yeah,
so,
that division's wide open. Yeah.
Texans started out really
It always
slow.
is.
Well, yeah, because no one's ever consistent down there. The only time it was consistent was when Andrew Luck had an actual team around him.
Oh yeah, but they're
Those
trending.
years.
Hey, you know what's funny about that, Andrew Luck? That I was looking. One of my favorite Dolphins journalists predicted the season for the Dolphins. Right, he's got us finishing 8-8 or 9-7. You know, and he's got us losing to the Colts. I was like,
dude, Andrew Luck.
But he's right. I think Andrew Luck's gonna kill us. But anyway, go ahead.
Well, that's it for the scores. Let's go ahead and delve into these picks.
Let's go.
Alrighty. Oh, man. Thursday night game. Pans at Steelers.
Really? I don't know what to say about that game.
That's really difficult.
Oh, it's going to be high scoring.
I choose it's at Steelers. I choose the Panthers because their Panthers offense is just too versatile. I think Christian McCaffrey is going to go off.
It's going to be hard to beat the Steelers there is what I think.
I think so, but I think the Panthers, and I don't like the Panthers that much, honestly. But
I know you don't like them.
I mean, it's okay.
I like them though.
But the Panthers, I love Christian McCaffrey. He's going to go for like 150 yards from scrimmage and 2 touchdowns.
I think it's going to be a high scoring game. It's probably could have come down to the end. I think the Steelers are going to edge it out. Okay.
Next, Detroit at Chicago.
Oh boy,
Chicago.
Yeah, I'm going to say home team by 3. That should be a heck of a game because with the Packers being doo-doo butts, that division's open, boy.
Oh, I know.
Wide open.
Another game here. New Orleans at Cincinnati.
Oh, New Orleans.
I'm going to choose the Saints, but beware of the Bengals at home.
Yeah, but I just don't.
I know what you mean.
I just don't have any faith.
Falcons at the Browns.
Falcons.
I'm gonna go.
They could be surprised.
I'm gonna go risky biscuit
here. It could be an upset, but I think it's gonna be the Browns.
I think the Falcons are so unpredictable right now.
Well, they should be trending upward, but
yeah, it should be. But who they play? They played the Redskins last week. I know,
yeah,
but they've lost to bad teams.
That's true.
So
we'll see.
Next, Jacksonville Jacksonville versus the Colts. They have both came off of bye weeks.
I'm gonna go home team Colts.
I'm gonna go better quarterback Colts.
Yeah.
Oh god. Okay, Cardinals at Chiefs. Ooh, we're just gonna ignore the Cardinals.
Chiefs. Yeah, we'll go with Chiefs.
Sorry, Josh Rosen.
Yeah.
I mean, I like you, but
no.
The Chiefs defense isn't even that great. But you're still gonna get monstered just because your offensive line is so garbage. All right. Side note. Going back to the Colts, did you know they have the number 1 ranked offensive line of the past 5 weeks?
The Cardinals?
No, the Colts.
Oh, the Colts. Yeah, I know.
They
Frank
have
Reich, the coach OC. I think he's the OC too.
He's getting grasp of that team.
The system's good.
Yeah.
You can see a much better defined system there. I still don't think this year they're going to be able to be super competitive,
no. But trending upwards. They just don't have a defense still. All right. Oh gosh, it seems like every week we have a 1-7 game, pretty much. But
who's it? Raiders and what?
This is actually Buffalo versus the Jets.
Buffalo versus the Jets. I'm going to say the Jets because I don't even know who's going to play quarterback for the Bills.
Heck if I know.
Yeah, and Sam Darnold can play. He can play better. He just, number one, the Dolphins' defense is really good against rookie quarterbacks. Like statistically, they've always been really good. But number two, I just have no faith in the offense of the Bills. The Jets can at least run the ball.
Yeah, you have LaShawn McCoy and he gets 20 yards a game. Like really,
that's a debacle.
How awful everything is there. Next game, Washington at Tampa Bay.
Oh.
You know how hard that is? It's actually harder than you think.
It is now, but
because Fitzpatrick's in the lineup, and he threw for 4 touchdowns last week.
Yeah, but some of that was garbage. Hey, some of it.
It's fine.
It became a game for like about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm going to pick the Skins. I think they get back to it. I think Alex Smith, this is where having Alex Smith helps you. I think they'll go back to his short game a little bit. The Tampa Bay defense is putrid.
Yeah.
It's not good. It's not good.
I could see
I think they'll expose it.
I could see AP going for 150 yards.
Yes.
But then I could see Fitzmagic coming back.
Yeah, but
and that's what I hope.
They're going to control
Buccaneers.
The Redskins want to run the ball. They like the power run game, and they want to control the ball. And if they do that, the Bucs are in trouble.
Yep. But
because old Fitzmagic gets a little impatient,
and starts
he'll throw a pick. He'll throw a pick. Yeah.
Tight spots. Yeah.
And Alex Smith will make you pay.
Yep. Patriots at Titans. Patriots.
Yes.
That's no question.
It should be a good game.
Yeah. Chargers at Raiders.
Chargers at Raiders.
Yeah.
Oh God, we're gonna go Chargers.
Yeah.
On that one.
Fins at Packers. I'm going to choose the Packers, dude.
I cannot pick against my team.
I know.
But you are picking correctly. Because
the Fins
Aaron
are
Rodgers
5-4, but it doesn't look like it to me.
Oh, no. Well, it's because, it does tell you how good Adam Gase schemes. He has gotten better at scheming teams, I think. But it depends on what defense shows up. Statistically speaking, Brock Osweiler and Ryan Tannehill in that offense, their numbers are almost exactly the same. It is crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Like, we're talking rating, touchdowns versus interceptions. It's virtually identical.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Brock may show up and start slinging the ball around. I don't think the Packers defense is that great. I think, they were running a crazy Tampa 2 against the Patriots and did really well.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be interesting to see how they align, what they force Osweiler to do. I think we're going to run the ball, but anyway.
Yeah. All right, next game, Seahawks at Rams. You may think Rams.
Oh, I think Rams.
But the Seahawks and Rams always have a really, really, really close game.
Well, it's a divisional, game, but I'm going to go with Rams. I think they will get back on track, and they will win.
For the sake of unpredictability, I'm going to choose the Seahawks.
Sweet.
Divisional game. Cowboys at Eagles. I'm choosing the Eagles to start pulling ahead of the division.
Well, you know what? What are the Eagles right now?
4-4. Skins are 5-3, but they could lose this week.
Wow. And the Eagles got Golden Tate.
And the Eagles have a fiery Carson Wentz.
Yeah.
It looks like last year.
I'm with you on this one. We're agreeing a lot this week, but yeah, Eagles.
Hey, that's fine. Okay. Oh, God. Monday night game. There's no one going to be watching this putrid offense display. Well, actually, not putrid on the 49ers. Giants at 49ers. I'm picking that good game.
That has the potential for a high-scoring game.
It has the potential for an entertaining game.
Yes.
Because of the dude that no one knows.
Do you think the team whoever the NFL has that makes the schedule, they were looking at the schedule because supposedly it's a computer algorithm, right?
Is it really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's like a whole supposed science to how they make the games and how they weight the schedule and blah blah blah. But they were looking at this last year, going, okay, we've got the up and coming 49ers with Garoppolo. You got the Giants with Saquon and Eli. Well, neither team has done really anything this year. And, I don't even know what the Giants are doing right now. I think the Pat Shurmur, the coach for the Giants, did say that Eli was starting this week, but that was about it. Right. He literally basically said that Eli was starting the game. And then the backup quarterback got arrested for a DUI, I think, last week.
I saw that, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't think that helps the situation either.
Dude, that's crazy.
Well, they stuck with Eli. I honestly thought he was going to do better this season.
Oh, I know. Let's get into some little short news real quick. We have that guy that got cut for the slap.
Yeah, Whitehead.
Some more cuts this week,
Who picked up Montgomery last week?
Ravens, remember?
Oh, yeah. So who's going to pick up Whitehead? Who do you think?
No one.
Really?
Probably not.
I think somebody will pick him up. He was a starter, man.
He wasn't a starter. He was a backup for Clinton Dix.
Oh.
I believe.
Somebody will pick him up. Like somebody that's probably playing the Packers.
Yeah.
Like the Dolphins. Okay, go ahead.
Remember Abdullah for the Lions?
Yeah, he got released.
He got cut.
Yeah, and Rashad Jones quit 10 plays into the game.
Yeah.
He took himself out of the game. So
what happened though? Because I know Cameron Wake was
there was a lot of drama because of the previous game. Guys were freelancing. He's known as a freelancer. Okay.
Oh, okay.
And Matt Burke, the coach, the defensive coordinator, basically told the guys, if you're going to freelance, I'm going to pull you out of the game. So he started freelancing Sunday. Matt Burke pulled him out of the game, and Rashad refused to go back in, and that was it. And so we don't know anything else other than Gay said, hey, we discussed it. It's going to be an internal discipline matter. That's it. It's between me and the player.
Hasn't Rashad always been like a sneaky top 5 safety though?
He's been great. It's Pro Bowl. He's Pro Bowl. He's a special player.
All Pro a couple times.
Yeah,
too.
he's a special player. But Minka, right? Fitzpatrick.
Yeah. He's really good too.
He's been one of the best rookies playing this year.
Oh yeah.
He's been statistically fantastic, and the Dolphins did fine. They did fine. Of course, that was against Sam Darnold. Against Aaron Rodgers, that's gonna be a different kind of thing. It's just a very undisciplined defense. Matt Burke's like, hey, if you're gonna freelance, you're out. That kind of a thing. And so there was some drama there, but I think it's okay. I think Rashad Jones knows when they drafted Fitzpatrick that he may be gone next year. I don't know. But he's a great player. He's been great for the Dolphins. What other news do we got?
Well, we have another guy getting cut. There's the Bills' starting corner got cut for having so many flags this year.
Huh?
Yeah. Philip Gaines. He leads the NFL with 131 penalty yards this season.
Oh, that reminds me. Okay, I was watching the Rams game, and they kept on focusing on Marcus Peters. Okay, Marcus Peters is the corner.
Yeah.
Right? Now,
got from the Chiefs.
Yes. Now, this is something where being an educated fan of your sport helps you and doesn't let people look like. I don't want you to look like a dumb, ignorant person when you're yelling at a player. Okay.
Yeah.
So he is considered a good player. Marcus Peters was considered a shutdown corner.
Top 10 corner. Yeah.
Correct. But he was a top 10 corner in a zone system.
Yeah.
When he was playing zone and when he plays zone, he is locked down.
He's top 3.
He is great.
But when he has to play man,
they have him playing man at the Rams.
Oh yeah.
And he got toasted last week
by Michael Thomas, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh,
Michael Thomas
had 220 yards.
Had a career game last week. Of course, you got a Hall of Fame quarterback. Okay. So I saw this on the news. They were sort of trashing Marcus Peters. I'm thinking to myself, hey, why would a coach put him in a situation where that's not his strength?
Right.
If zone's your strength, play zone. Don't play press. Don't play man. And I think as a fan, you need to know the difference. You need to, ever wonder how a player could be a top 5 player and just be dog crap the next week? Well, you got to find out why. One thing, if you were defending Randy Moss, he's going to get some on you. It is what it is. I saw Deion Sanders play for years. He was unbelievable to watch. And you know what? Jerry Rice made plays on him. Randy Moss made plays on him. Everybody made plays on him. But he always managed to make the big plays at the big moments. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I'm not comparing Marcus Peters to Deion Sanders. But what I'm saying is, he's being put into a position that makes him look bad, in my opinion. I don't know why Wade Phillips has him playing, man-to-man.
Did you see the touchdown for Michael Thomas where he pulled the cell phone out?
That was the
That's
Joe
a
Horn.
Joe Horn thing.
I love that. I love that. Did you see
Joe Horn bought his jersey?
Was it
and
Bayard from the
Bayard
or whatever his name is from the Cowboys last night?
Oh,
that did the TO.
He's for the Titans. He
Titans.
He picked him off and did the TO thing.
That was pretty funny. That was pretty old T.O., man. T.O., I never hated T.O.
Oh, no.
The best thing he ever did was that press conference at the Eagles in Philly when he was doing sit-ups in his front in his front yard.
Yep. Yeah.
Causing all that drama.
Dude, he's so funny, man.
He was nuts. He was great.
Yeah.
He called out McNabb. He called him out. Yeah. He didn't care.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, hey, that's what I loved about him. One more fun fact for this week. Adam Thielen's 9 or 8
Yeah, he only had 22 yards.
8-game streak of having 100 yards went to an end.
That's bad, man.
But it's fine. He already has 950 yards on the season, and it's week 9.
Yeah,
He's still got 9 games left.
Yeah, he's Kirk Cousins.
Or 8 games, 7 games, whatever.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what free agent quarterbacks will be the best. With all the moves this year, but Kirk Cousins is not afraid to spread the ball around.
No.
Right. And and he'll get it. He'll get his catches and yards. So, but no, this has been another good week. So
not a lot of crazy stuff this week aside from the weird slap.
Yeah, that was weird. That was weird. But division games are going to be a big deal. That's the ones you need to be looking for. Look at the division games. Start looking at the matchups because things are going to count now. Like the Saints, the Saints and the Panthers. That's a big game.
A very close division.
Yeah, man. And you've got, are the Packers going to rise up now? You got, are the Falcons going to step up? Like this is where having those big time quarterbacks, right, make a difference. Really, like Aaron Rodgers can just put the Packers on his back theoretically and carry them, to the playoffs. He's done it before, and now do I see Brock Osweiler doing that? The answer is no. I don't see Brock Osweiler carrying the Dolphins to the playoffs.
No.
So that's where having a big-time quarterback makes a big difference. So, but anyway, this week is done for this episode. If you would, please visit our friend Jimmy Atkins' website, RuddyManBeard.com, for all those amazing beard products, oil products. My wife used one of his beard oils for something this week. She stole it from me, so I thought that was funny. So, but also please check out our website, bombhousepodcast.com. Welcome to the Bomb House on Facebook. I have not asked this in the past, but especially for this season. But if you rate our podcast, you can rate it, you can like it. You can give us a 5-star. I would appreciate that. We've gotten a couple of 5-star reviews. It's been pretty cool, and I do appreciate that. So if you're enjoying this, our podcast, it's just fun, man. It's a fan perspective on a sport that we love.
We are by no means analysts, but we try our best.
But we have played a lot of hours of Madden in our lifetime. And we're going to call out stupidity when we see it. The Bills being number one. Okay, the Dolphins always beating mediocre.
Honestly, I would rather I'd put the Raiders number one at this point.
Well, it's interesting, right? It's interesting to watch what a ball club. The Raiders are a perfect example. I think Gruden was just like, okay, we're going to see if this roster works.
I'm just going to nuke my entire organization.
5 games, he goes, we're done. We're resetting, and he's doing it on purpose. He's gonna say whatever he's gonna say. This is
my team.
Yeah, he's gonna make it his team. As my question is, and I have good friends that are Raiders fan, by the way, I need to ask them how they feel about it. Because I would, as a fan, I would be mad. Mm-hmm. I would be upset. I would still watch them play. Listen, when the Dolphins had this dude named John Beck playing quarterback, right? He was the worst thing I've ever seen. Okay, he wasn't bad as Peterman, but it was bad, right? I would watch the games praying we would win a game.
That's like me watching the Tennessee Titans start Jake Locker.
Oh, that was bad. But so anyway, this is a fan perspective thing, man. We're just going to talk and have fun, but we appreciate it. We appreciate you.
Side note.
Listen. Oh,
side note.
What do we got?
We going to bring any guests in here? Like playoff time, maybe?
I think we will.
That'd be cool.
I think we're going to have some fun.
Finish out the regular season and bring some guests in.
Yeah, I think so. And I also yelled at you about getting your social media going, Gage.
I'm sorry.
Okay. We have these conversations off the podcast, but I was like, Gage, you got to work on your social media, man.
I just don't have a presence right now.
Well, you know what? You have a platform to work on it.
I guess that is true.
But no, seriously, we appreciate everybody. We appreciate your feedback, your listens, your likes, your ratings, all that good stuff. By the way, today, the day we're recording this, we may not upload this till tomorrow.
Tuesday, November 6th.
It's voting. This is, if you haven't voted yet and then you're listening to this, it's too late. It is too late, and it is your fault.
Can't say go out and vote now.
I don't care if you voted red or blue. I don't care. Just go out there and vote. That is the one most important thing. Did you vote, Gage? Gage, you did vote? Okay.
Hey.
I'm giving you the stink eye. My wife made me vote like a week ago.
Dang,
we went early.
Give me a stink eye. I hear you.
She straight up drove me there. I didn't even want to go. I was like a 4-year-old pouting. I was like, why are we here? Well, you got to go vote. And then the lady that helped me at the polling station is like a huge Tom Brady fan. I was like,
what? Am I in hell right now?
Yeah, basically, I was not happy about voting, and then on top of that, the lady helping me is a Tom Brady fan.
I'm like, Tom Brady throws 5,000.
I'm like, listen here, lady. I'm like, listen, don't talk to me. Don't talk to me about Tom Brady while I'm voting. But anyway, I did vote, and it's important to vote, people. Okay, do it. Vote. Anyway, we appreciate everybody. Have a good week.
Christian dudes with a mean swag, but we walk around like this Jericho. Laying down that adios and no smoking in my studio. Sound coming through the stereo. How you feeling shook? Vertigo. All of this confidence, dripping finesse, hitting notes and falsetto. We love tacos, so let Ricky do his thing pronto. Finish this session today, he gon' hit you with the mix tomorrow. Produce, record, mix, master it. Sounding so dope that it gets your pass a lit. Hit after hit after hit after hit. Hit after hit, lickety split. What's that smell? Apple cinnamon, ready man big. Got it from Jimmy Jam. Grab the pen again, let me hear it back again. Let me hear it back again.